Hello friends, today what we're going to do is we are going to draw a cornucopia. So let's see the supplies that we need. We need crayons, we need not markers, we need watercolor because it is watercolor. We also need water and we need a paper. We are using half a paper. It would be nice if you have some small lids like this to draw the fruits, and I also have a paper. It's a half a paper, and then I have something to practice draw on. Okay, so let's first talk about what a cornucopia is. Let me write down the spelling. Cornucopia. So what it is it is a horn actually. Now you can buy like this horn shaped baskets, right? But earlier it was a horn of plenty. That's what it is. It's a symbol of abundance. Okay, so in America it consists of a hollow basket shaped like a horn. A goat's horn is like this, right? Yeah, shaped like a goat's horn, and it comes from the word. This word is derived from the Latin word cornu, which means a horn, and copia, which means plenty. So a horn, a plenty horn, right? Which means plenty. Okay, so this is a very simple lesson. It is with watercolor and crayons. Okay, so first let's learn how to draw a cornucopia. So excuse me. First, what we are going to do is we are going to draw this horn of the cornucopia is filled with fruits and vegetables, right? So we are going to fill this up with draw a lot of fruits. Okay, so place your paper vertically, or if you can place it horizontally or vertically. Okay, so I'm going to place it like this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a collection of apples, oranges. So apples and oranges, I'm just going to show you how to draw an apple. So apples, if you have something to trace, you can draw like that. Simple apple. Doesn't it look like an apple? If you want to make it look like an apple facing this way, put the stem like that. So a C like that. So any direction you want it to be, put it that way. So the apple can be drawn that way. Oranges, almost, it can be cuties, and it will be a little bit smaller than, so you can draw like that, and then maybe put some dots on it to show texture. Maybe you can have a bunch, like a grape bunch. So you can, how to draw grapes. So this is how I draw. I put like rows of circles like that. Maybe there is a stem here. Okay, maybe there is maybe a pear in the back. Oh, I was just showing you, I didn't place the things in the order. I was just showing you how, let me first show you guys how to draw different fruits and things, right? So apple I showed, grape I showed. Let me put the grape over here. Okay, then maybe you can even put a pumpkin. So pumpkin starts like that, right? And then you can keep adding more segments to it. Maybe it is a small pumpkin, or you can draw a big one. You can draw a pear. So to draw a pear, I'm start with a U. I make a small rainbow on top and then connect it like that. And we have a pear. Then what else do you want? Maybe so banana. Does it look like a banana? Or does it look like a cucumber? I don't know. So I'm just looking up a picture of cornucopia. So they have corn. Some cornucopias are filled with corn. So you can draw a corn. So it's like this, then the leaves. This is the leafy part of the corn, okay? And then you can draw a V, and then you can draw the corn. Got it? So maybe we'll put this many stuff in there, right? So let's see how we place how we draw the vegetables and fruits, and maybe you can even add some leaves also to it. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to draw the smaller fruit first, and we are going to do that at the bottom of the paper. So I'm going to put this up here, and on the bottom left side we are going to draw the smaller fruit. So whatever, maybe an apple, maybe another apple, maybe there is an orange. So I put that, and then I'm going to, excuse me, add other fruits, bigger ones. So this may be an orange. Maybe I'm going to draw a pumpkin now. So the whole pumpkin won't fit. You won't be seeing the whole pumpkin. So I'm just drawing. So there's that pumpkin there. Maybe then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start drawing an oblong shape for the opening of the basket. Okay, so then I will add some more fruits in front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from here. I'm going to make a line like that, and another line like this on the bottom. Now I'm going to make a backward C. So this looks like a C, right? Now backward C. If you want, you can hold this way and then make the C. So like that. That also works. Right? Now I'm going to bring this down. When you reach a fruit or something, I'm going to jump over to the other side and then continue. So this is going to be the opening of your basket. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to draw like you are going to continue making lines like this. And it should be like a horn. Okay, I'm running out of space. Let me see. That won't work. So maybe I'll make, after making the C, let's get into the shape. So I'm making another C from here. Can you see on the top? A backward C. So this is going to be the horn shaped thing. So can you see that? It's like a Santa Claus's hat, right? Actually, this is, there isn't much space behind. I think I made my fruits a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my C a little bit closer to here. I'm going to Okay, and then I'm going to connect it. Now I'll have a little bit more space. So I'm going to, next, what I'm going to do is from here, so again, you can turn this around and make a backward C. Okay, so then, did I say dang? I don't know. And I'm going to go from here and then make a curvy line going here. See, it looks like Santa's hat, right? So now this will work. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a segment. Okay, make it look like it is like a basket, right? So I'm going to make the segments like that, making backward C. Going upwards like that. So to make it look, you can make it closer together when you are moving backwards. See? So you want to make the front part look like it is braided. You can do that, or maybe we'll add more details in the end. So for the time being, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look like it is sitting on a table. So I'm going to draw a horizon line like that. Okay, and then maybe you can add a few leaves. Okay. Maybe another leaf. Maybe here, one leaf. Okay. So maybe you can, if there is space around the corner, you can draw like fruits also in there, like rolled out fruits and things like that. Now, next thing is you're going to add more texture to your cornucopia. So you can add lines, small lines. These lines we will be using crayons to make those lines. So then if you want to make this part, the opening part, look like it is braided, what we can do is I'm going to make oval shapes inside the first oblong shape that we made. So now it looks more like a braided cornucopia, right? So if you think, and then all these lines, the first line that we made to make the shape, we will erase that. So that way it will look more realistic. We don't want that line, okay? And if you want to add some more stuff, maybe we can add grapes, the other one. So you can have some grapes here. So keep on adding whatever fruit or vegetable you want to add inside if there is space to make it look nice and full. Okay, so this is how we are going to draw this. So if you're ready, let's do this on the paper. I'm going to place the paper. Let me get this whiteboard. Place this way, sideways, and then I'm going to maybe before I start drawing the fruits, maybe I'll leave like my put it in the portrait style, not portraits, landscape style. I'm putting my hand on top. This much space I'm going to give for the fruits. So I'm going to make a dot here. Okay, and then I'm going to like lightly draw the shape of the basket before I start drawing the, so I'm like making a backward C. That's how we started this, right? For the opening. Can you guys see the C that I made lightly? So made a C. It's like almost coming to the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, from here, I'm going to go like that. A curvy line like a C here, a backward C, and from here I'm going to connect it to this one. So we have the shape done. Now I'm going to start with the fruits and vegetables, because I don't want to make the same mistake as the other one and run out of space over here, right? So I'm going to start with the ones in the front. So I'm going to start with a apple or orange. I'm going to make it look overlap. So whatever fruit you want, you can add. Maybe this is looking like you can't even see the whole table and there is some fruit over here. Maybe this is a orange. Maybe there is a big pumpkin in the background behind this. Maybe there is some grapes. Maybe I can draw a pear. Resting up here next to the or it's maybe another shaped gourd. Maybe I will add some more leaves, or maybe a corn. Yes, last one we didn't. So I'm going to make it look like the corn is coming out like that. This is not the size that I want. Okay, so once I have the basic shapes, now I'm going to take my marker. I'm taking a black marker. This is a permanent marker, you guys, because we are going to paint over this. It is better that you guys use a crayon. Okay, don't use the marker in this. So you take your crayon and then you can draw over these lines. So I'm going to go over the lines. I hope you guys will be able to better see now. There is maybe another apple. I'm outlining all this so that, okay, so maybe I'll make it look like the grape. grape is there. Maybe I'll draw the vine. Now let me draw the pear. Let's have a corn. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the cornucopia, the basket, okay? Oh, so depending the first line, if you want to make it look like it's braided, so I'm going to make a C like that. I'm going to then with a pencil, and then I'm going to make ovals or circles in between this. Okay, then I'm going to now make C's, backward C's. Okay, there's a lot of C's to make. So actually, as you go backwards, the lines get smaller, right? Or closer. So I want to make it look a little bit more curvy, so okay, so just add an additional line like that. Now the cornucopia, not the drawing is done. We need to make it look like it is on the table, so I'm going to draw a horizon line. Maybe you can add some leaves also to make it look like maybe there is some leaves floating around. I could have drawn a leaf here, but that's not much space, maybe. And the leaf. I forgot to add the lines for the sleeve. Okay. Okay, so we have the leaves and everything done. So I'm going to take my eraser, erase off all the pencil lines. All the guidelines that you made, and I'm going to erase it off. Make it nice and clean. Now you're going to take your crayon. What I'm going to do is all the small things you can color with the crayon, because it will be like a little bit time consuming to color with the watercolor. So I'm going to add some, maybe I'll use my pointier crayon, or you can even sharpen it a little bit to make it pointy. So I'm just adding these lines to make it look more natural. add texture to this, right? Small short lines, C's or curvy lines, you can call them. Okay, then the pumpkin, what color should we use for the pumpkin? You can have a white pumpkin, or you can have an orange pumpkin, or green pumpkin, or half one color, or reddish orange, right? So I'm going to color my pumpkin. Now let me color the orange, a light orange, a different color, right? I'm going to color the pear yellow. This is a golden yellow pear, or you can add a little bit of green. Apples, what color do you want your apples to be? Red, yellow, green? To make it more interesting, I'm going to make one apple red, maybe another one different, maybe it's like a green apple, maybe another one golden yellow apple, right? A green apple. What color do you want for the grape? Purple. I'm going to put purple. If you like a purple grape, go ahead, use that. The corn. Corns also come in different colors, so it's up to you what color you want for your corn, okay? I'm just using my yellow and green. For the stem, maybe again green. Maybe I'll add a line going like that. So here what I'm going to do is take black, and then the inside of the basket is dark because you don't see it, what is filled inside there. Do it lightly. Now the leaves, again, any fall colors. So some leaves I'm going to make it yellow and orange, some yellow and green. It's up to you how you do that coloring. A red leaf. Maybe a red and orange leaf. This one, red and purple leaf, or orange and purple, or maybe reddish purple. Okay, should I add one more leaf? I guess there is space for one more leaf. green and orange leaf this time. Oh, this is not orange. So now for the table, what do you think we should do? Should we, I think we can use watercolor for the table and the, so I'm going to put these away. It'll be easy to color the, maybe the basket we'll color with the watercolor also. So I'm going to take this. Now, first we are going to color the background first, okay? So here I'm going to maybe use yellow and purple, maybe. So these are warm colors, right? So I'm going to use not yellow, blue and purple, the cold colors for the background. So I'm putting a few drops in blue, few drops in purple to wake up the colors. Maybe the table will be purple and the wall would be blue, right? So we'll start with blue. I'm going to swirl in blue to wake up the blue. Okay, now I'm going to paint. So when you're painting, when your brush is dry, dip it in water and dip back in the paint. So I'm going to go lightly, making a fence around the basket. Okay, then you can paint over the leaves. But the basket you need to make a fence because we haven't painted colored it with crayon, right? So we don't want blue to get onto the basket. So I'm going to now paint the rest. The fence is there. Even if you go on top of your leaf, it is fine. Now try to color, taking your time. I'm going to dip in water each time my brush is dry and then dip it back in the paint. When I reach this side, I'm making a fence again, dip in water and then the color and then the fence. Now the fence is ready, so I'm going to swirl in my paint and then color the background. It's dry, so water, and then I'm going to dip it back in paint, water, paint, and we are done with the half of the background. So this side is a little bit dry, so that's why I went back and added a little bit of color. Don't paint over and over on the wet area because this is not the watercolor paper, it's going to rip. Okay, so now we are done with that. We're going to color the table. I'm going to swirl my brush in purple. We don't have to wash our brush right now because purple is made with blue and red, right? So I'm going to make a fence. And then I'm going to make a fence here. Now I'm going to dip in water each time my brush is dry and then I'm going to paint. It is okay even if you paint on top of the leaves because the wax in the crayon is going to resist any color getting in. Water, paint. Okay, now I'm going to this side. So I'm going to look for the spaces in between. So there is only a little bit of area that needs to be painted here. got that color. If there is a grape, you can even paint on top of it. Okay, so we are done painting the now we need painting the table. Now we need to paint the basket. So I'm going to put a few drops in brown. Again, I'm not washing my brush right now because brown is made by mixing all the primary colors together. So purple has 2 primary colors in it already, so it's okay. Now I'm going to color very carefully. See that your brush is standing on the tippy toes, because now we don't want the color to get anywhere, and there is a bigger chance of the color getting outside now, because outside, if it is wet, the paint will flow in that direction. So I'm just going to make a fence first. Dip in water each time your brush is dry. Make your brush stand on the tippy toes and then paint. I'm bringing the paint inwards. I'm not painting outwards. I'm bringing it like that inside. Because this way you'll have more control on your brush and the paint is not going to get outside. So here I made the paint come like this, here going upwards. So once you have covered the outline of your thing, you can now safely paint the rest of your basket. When it dries, you'll be able to see more of the texture that we made with the crayon on the cornucopia, on the basket actually. Okay, so that is done, and hope you guys had fun making this cornucopia along with me. You are going to now maybe add a little bit of brown for the inside where you put black, because it's the inside of the basket, right? Be careful. I'm going to spread it. Now, when this dry, what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to take a picture of your finished work and email it to me so that I can see what you did with this project, and then also write your name, room number, and your school name, and email it to me in the email address I'm going to put at the end of the video. Okay, so hope you guys have a fabulous Thanksgiving till we meet next time. Bye bye.